Hi, everybody. Are we on? Hi, hi, hi. Metaphysical Mama. How's everyone doing? We got Magical Minic Moon Monday goings on. We're just going to pull some cards and see how our collective energies is where it's at. Start some moon cards. Check with some moon cards. So how's everybody doing? Welcome if it's your first time visiting, and welcome back if you're revisiting. Got meditate and contemplate. So that's the energy we're in, or what we need to do. Let go of what no longer serves us. It's on the bottom. Confidence is your key to success. Let's pull some. Let's play with some hermetic. The hermetic deck. Daughter of the Flaming Sword. Fortitude. There's a lot of symbolism in these. We got North Node, Saturn, the Shield, Taming the Lion, Taming the Lion within, shielding and protecting ourselves from any unwanted and unnecessary, right, thoughts and feelings and energy. Again, going into meditation and contemplation to allow what we no longer serves us to be let go of. Let's pull. Let's say two more. Okay, we got three more. Two of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, and Four of Cups. Precious lucky love. We got more fishies, but we got the bottom of the deck. King of Cups, Prince of the Chariot of Waters is at the bottom of the deck. That's the underlying energy of the collective. Prince of the Chariot of Waters, right? Trying to, get make it through all the chaos, right? All these emotions, being a master of our own internal chaos. It's a tricky business. So it's quite messy, yeah. Oh, we got a dolphin. We pulled a dolphin earlier too. Lord of Love, Two of Cups. And we got Venus and Cancer. And Nine of Pentacles. Lord of Material Gain. Got Venus, Virgo. Venus and Virgo in the house. And a lot more Cancer, Lord of Blended Pleasure, Four of Cups. So, right, meditation and contemplation while swimming through the waters of chaos, right? We need meditation and contemplation and to allow time and space, right? And use your tools. Have patience so you don't become a patient, right? In order to balance that, right, lion within us, rawr, that can get a little irritable or afraid, or when we're in pain, right? We can be very reactive, right? So 2 of Cups, Lord of Love, being able to swim through, right? We have a little more control over the waters, right? This is like chaos. There's a lot of stuff going on here. It's like trying to find, it's like looking for a way to, no real direction in this. It's just, right, trying to get the hell out of there, kind of. Right, trying to ride wheels on the water. There's a serpent. There's a bird trying to take the crown on his head. Right, he's trying to ride a bird, stand on a bird, and have wheels behind him while holding on to this flower in his hand. It's like there's too much going on. It's chaos, and we don't feel like we have enough time. We don't think we're allowed to give ourselves, right, time and space to meditate and contemplate so that we have fortitude to, right, make it through these waters a little bit more gracefully, right, and rise our lotus flower up out of the murky waters to the surface. 9 of Pentacles. Lord of Material Gain. I mean, this is like kind of like we've had a lot of beings that have been like kind of switching things around and trying to procrastinate time and make things like get locked up in all these different places, right? So it takes us longer, right? Lots of like detours, obstructions, right? Hold on, wait a minute, crying wolf type things. And lots of other more, right, malicious activities going on in order to, right, have material gain, which is also what causes a lot of, right, chaos and disruption in, right, all systems and in the waters and all currents. Lord of Blended Pleasure. Yeah. Pull on that card. See, it gives us a little more direction on. So I'm getting a few different story baselines that are coming in, and it's a little one third. Too much. We got Coming to Life and Wizard of Awareness. They're 2 pretty decent cards we can work with. Number 3 and number 29. And at the bottom, we have Ghostlands 17. Right? So letting go of the ghost, give up the ghosts. Right? And confronting our shadow side so we're not being haunted by echoes and nightmares, right? And repeat records playing in rooms that have been left alone, right? Eons, years, or forgotten, or, again, left. Making a choice wants to also make an appearance. You could go left, you could go right, right? Red pill or blue pill. It was just 9/11 in as I said that. But you don't have to pick either, right? You can pick the mighty purple path and choose to stay balanced in the middle. We see both, right? Just because somebody gives us 2 options doesn't mean we need to take either. Each, again, word has a minimum, just in the English language, of at least 5 meanings. So we just need to be more creative in the way that we respond or don't, right? We don't have to make a choice. We have free will to say no, right? So that we're not being haunted by things that we jumped into decisions making or feeling rushed into. And then, right, then we have to deal with the after effects that we don't even possibly know, right? So just being a little more consciously aware, right? Taking time to meditate and contemplate, right? Again, to raise our lotus out of the dark, murky waters of the underworld, right? Rising ourselves from what's dead and bringing it to life, and also letting go of what no longer serves us, which does take a lot of strength and patience. 10:44 in as I said that, right? And love, right? But it also takes balls and aggression and the willpower to, right, forge your way through, while treading water and remaining in your now present moments. Yeah. So that's cool. That's good. I was outside. I feel like I got bit a little bit by some lucky bugs in there. Oh dear. Let's see what else we got here. Pull some Zen cards. What else the collective? What does our collective need to have some encouragement or messages through? What do we need to see or hear? Huh? We got a threesome. Consciousness is on the bottom. Overlying energy. Oh, we got a foursome. Participation. We are the world. And please like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you can get notified when my crazy ass comes on here. New visions, right? Being creative, using our imagination, not just listening to the choices that we're being given so that we stay on the same old record and say we have no choice and end up in the ghost lands, right? And change, changes. Woo woo. And now, right, also like science wise, trajectories and etc. are now changed and shifted because we've invented, right, more possibilities, more variables, more, right, choices. So the more we keep expanding and opening our minds and just allowing, right, more to present itself in our present now moments, we are doing our job and we're making way for, right, a more natural swimming environment so we can all move more fluidly. Well, we all have to do our part, right? We got to shed the old in order to make room for the new. For a new. And consciousness is at the bottom of the deck, right? So we're rising our conscious awareness, right? The creator, right? And if you see, right, this is like kind of perfect. This is like duality too. It's like night and day, right? In the nighttime, it's like we go into our moon, like, right? It's magic moon Monday, moon day. Our moon is inside of us, right? We go in, we feel calm. It's not quite so busy, right? A little more relaxed in it, right? Once the sun starts to go down, our thoughts aren't quite so like Morse code, right? It's a little bit more like, take your shoes off, get relaxed, get comfy clothes on, right? Maybe, right, I don't know, maybe have a beer, smoke bone, right? You relax. You think about your day, you think of, what you like to do. Just be thinking more creator mode. So the light from within is allowed to be what it is because you're, right, nice and calm in the dark. Where our consciousness is birthed. Everything is birthed, right, in the dark. Right? This doesn't create this, right? Nighttime consciousness a conscious bubble, whether it's aware or not, is the creator, right? What makes movement in the water to then create. So these two come together, but right, it's like constant. Like right now, the moon and the sun, right? The moon's in the sky, and the moon's still in the sky in the morning while the sun is rising. It's like the sun's trying to chase it so it could catch up and give it a kiss. Mwah! All the way around, right? Here comes the sun. Yeah. So I don't need to be afraid of the dark. Everything's birthed in the dark. We just need to allow ourselves that time to go into our dark places, right? Whether some of them are like ghost lands or some of them are just nice and calm where we're able to be calm, right? But we don't have to be scared of ourselves, right? There's nothing, that's where there's nothing to be afraid of. And anything, right, of God is not going to be confusing or cause like, oh, maybe this or maybe that, right? Anything, right? It's like a either just wait, right? Allow some time and space to pass. Sometimes it's like, not right now, honey, right? It's more like that, right? To allow change. Anything confusing or feeling like bringing fear, right? Wait, it's not going to harm to wait. It'll harm if we rush into something and right, we can't change then what we did with our right, our free will. But if we're not using our free will, we're just letting somebody else, right, drive us through the freaking chaotic waters through fear, like, and make us follow them their way, right? Follow, gotta do it my like Yahweh. So just keep swimming. Right? And dolphins again speak like telepathically. So the more we connect with our other senses, the more gentle, right, a ride this shall be, and will be, and we can celebrate. It's like you could celebrate every moment. Doesn't have to be tomorrow. If I had some shitty stuff happen a little while ago, it's like, okay, well, what can I do now in order to get my mind out of that, right, state where I'm not feeling, right, get myself out of myself. So what do I got to do? Go take a walk, go call somebody and like go have a cup of coffee with somebody so I can go like just have a laugh or something, not so I could go complain and gossip in their ear, right? But so I could get out of my own head, right? Like when we go help somebody else or we're of service to others, we get out of ourselves. So it's like, so what can I do so I get the hell out of my own way and I'm not just beating myself up and going around and around having negative thoughts, right? Or negative feelings that are not serving me, right? That are harming me and then others, right? I mean, that's reality. That's being full of disease and carrying and spreading virus, right? Isn't it? Bullying and being sick and then, right, and not doing right what we need to inside so that we're not right spitting that out everywhere. No. I see. Anything else? And yeah, maybe I'll read the Coming to Life and Wizard of Awareness. Let's read those. Purple rain, purple rain. Look, High Priestess of Spirit as purple rain's on. Pretty purple, pinkish fuchsia card comes out. All right, so Kenny, again, going into your moon sign, right? If you know what time you're born and where you were born, there's a lot of free natal charts. You can, put your name and the time and the date that you were born and where, and that way you can find out your sun sign and your moon sign, right? And your rising sign or your ascending sign. It's the same thing. Some call it rising and some call it your ascending sign. And your sun sign, that's your birthday, which and that's like your physical birth. But your moon sign is how you feel inside. You know, sometimes we feel, it's like, oh, we're having these thoughts and feelings inside, and we go to talk, and our mouth is like, oh, it's like a little different than it's like, why do I feel one way and talk another sometimes? It's like, it doesn't really, and that's because the sun is our ego, that so it covers up our real vulnerable moon sign. It's like, you can't say that. So it just naturally protects us, right? And our rising sign or our ascending sign, that's how others see us, right? That's the projection, so to speak, that others think, right, of how they see us. So once you have that knowledge, things make so much more sense, because it's like, oh, okay, that's why I think this way, right? Because that's your masculine ego. You think one way, you feel intuitive in another way. That's your moon sign, when you're going through your feelings and your emotions and you're intuitive, right? That's the moon, your internal. Well, the ocean is really your feelings, the emotion, right? Intuitiveness and empathy and compassion is your moon, right? Mary, moon. And emotion, energy in motion, the motion of the ocean, which the moon controls the tides of the ocean, right? That's the Eve, the emotion, right? Which is feminine, female. That's right, different than intuitive, right? Which is also different than a gut feeling, right? Our gut feeling and our masculine ego go together like peas in a pod, right? Like the brain and the stomach always talk, right? That's the same with the crown chakra and the solar plexus, or right, the mental, right, the masculine, the intellect, and the gut feeling, which can lead us to the right, gives us like a hey, right, or ooh, that might be really cool, right? But then with our intuition, we have to, right, go through meditation and contemplation, go into our self, into the darkness of ourself. Like, should we do that? How would it, right? Have discernment, weigh things out, right? Allow more thoughts and feelings to, right, grow. All right, so let's read Coming to Life and Wizard of Awareness. I'm going to put my little bookie book. I just took it out before the reading. I did just have it. Purple rain, individuality, right? There's only one you and there's only one me, right? We all may have a similar twin, right? But even a twin has a different natal chart and skin that they're in, right? So every single being is going to always have a different perception, thought, feeling, etc. about anything going on in any right now and present moment, whether it's now, present, future, past, etc. Right? Um, if we give a story to a class, or we just say one word, or give an animal, what that means to each person is going to vary, or what it brings up, right, due to a person's right experience, or right. We could say an animal, and some people might be like, oh, and other people may be scared of that animal, or have had a nasty experience that then, right, it's like, oh, that reminds them of something not right so lovely, so it makes them feel not really awesome about said animal or whatever else the hell we're talking about, right? So, or a holiday, or right, we never know how a word or right is going to trigger another or ourselves, right? We can get triggered all of a sudden, like how come we start to all of a sudden feel like, we felt one way, and then it's like, oh, it feels like our whole day just got like, or or it could turn the other way. It's like we have like a day, and then all of a sudden something awesome happens, and it's like, woohoo, right? Again, celebrate good times. Come on. Um, So yeah, it depends, right? And we're no codependent nation that we need to wear diapers on our faces and our butts, right? I mean, come on. Like, so silly. Where are you? Rookie book. Interesting. Maybe it doesn't want me to read it to you. Oh no. Huh. Oh, here it is. I'm a little bit messy here, but cheapers. All right, 29, coming to life. So something beautiful is being born in your life. When you look back at your life, can you see how you've grown and evolved over time? Perhaps you've shed skins and identities and created new ones, right? Or invented new ones. Or at the very least, matured in your ideas about yourself and the world you inhabit. You know things take time, and Spirit's timetable is rarely in sync with your own. This card indicates that a long-held dream is beginning to show signs of life. You must try not to coax it along or shape it according to your desires, right? We don't want to fuck around with shit too much. It's like, right? We put our love and our good thoughts in and then let it go. And then it'll come back around. If we keep touching them, it's like, when you start to do something, you keep messing with it, and then it's like, oh, then we just fuck it up. We try too hard. This card indicates that a long-held dream is beginning to show signs of life. You must try not to coax it along or shape it according to your desires. Spirit knows the best form for the manifestation of this dream, and your life can become even better than you could possibly imagine. Now is the time for reverence and awe. Allow the contours of your path to be carved by the hands of the divine. All you have to do is show up. Whoop, whoop. And let's see, Wizard of Awareness, number 3. Wizard of Awareness. Your soul knows best. Be still and observe. Mindfulness is about being observant and remaining neutral about what goes on in the world around you. And we were just saying about when we pulled the making a choices card, right? Being observant. We don't necessarily need to make a decision. We just need to, right, gain conscious awareness so that we're not all jumping, flying around like chickens with our heads cut off as a human race. Right. This is where we again, right, rising our wizardry of awareness, or right, upgrading the DNA, become a master magician, master alchemist, etc. Let's see. Mindfulness is about being observant and remaining neutral about what goes on in the world around you. This applies to the environment within you too. If you struggle inside of yourself, stepping into an observer position gives you a new, powerful perspective that neutralizes any discomfort or overexcitement. You have the capacity to see things clearly now, unencumbered by opinion or desire. Wearing the world as a loose garment requires you to adopt a sense that nothing that happens to you is personal. People come and go. Experiences evolve from one state to another in a continual shift, and change no matter how much you want things to stay the same. The Wizard of Awareness asks you to give up your new your need to define or limit what you're experiencing now. It's all good. Let it be. I remember that song. Let it be, let it be. And watch the miracle unfold without any direct influence from you. That's so good, right? Because the more, again, we poke and, right, it's like we keep trying, we make more of a mess. At 6:06, it just changed 6:07. So, right, sometimes we're able to create much more beautiful, amazing, miraculous things when we don't, not that we're not good, because we already are good and amazing. It's like it already is. We don't have to keep, right? So by allowing the things to come to us naturally and let go and detach with love, like we talked in the video earlier today about, right? Allow detaching with love, creating safe boundaries so that we're able to, right, have a safe space to become aware in without, right, having too much in our electromagnetic fields, too much, right? Electromagnetic dust and shit. Nanu, nanu. Yep, yep, yep. And let's hear making choices. Let's read that too, just because we kept referring to it. And then we shall come to a close. And I so appreciate you coming and hanging and spending your time and energy with me here. And, just keep going, just keep swimming. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. You're required to come to a decision now. You're faced with a dilemma or a fork in the road and must make a conscious choice regarding the next right action. Whatever that choice is, you must take responsibility for it. Yet, you needn't be afraid. You may not have all the answers right now because the way ahead can't be known until you've embarked and traveled a few steps, right? And you can't walk in the water, you got to swim. Trust your intuition. Ask for a sign from spirit and you will be led to the right path. Absolutely. Don't forget to ask. If you remain conscious and aware, your choice will be the right one at this time. Life is always about learning. Success lies in choosing consciously, guided by intuition and spirit, right? Not letting too much of our thoughts and feelings intertwine and get in the way, right? We allow them and observe them. Of course, they matter, right? But we ask, for clear communication because we may not have to do anything, right? So that we're consciously aware. We don't need to know. That doesn't mean we need to know. It just means that we're doing our work so that we have conscious awareness, right? Becoming a wizard of awareness, right? At this time that we are evolving into a new life, right? It's not all doom and gloom. That's really quite a beautiful thing. Scary, beautiful. Can be. So I bid you adieu, and I thank you for hanging with me. You and I versing, right? Universe, metaphysical university. And yeah, I will see you next time. Mwah. Peace out. Thanks so much.